All right, welcome to the evening session of FitEssentials. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's get ourselves grounded, connect to our breath, and then we'll get some movement going. So go ahead and stand with your feet just underneath the hips. Stack your shoulders over top of your hips, palms in front of the chest. Breathe and stretch up nice and tall. If you know the drill, go ahead and close your eyes. Just feel your body reaching up. As you breathe in, relax the arms to the side as you exhale. And you want to use this time, breathe and reach to clear your mind. Anything that's not done yet today, just let it all go. Practice being present here for your body. One more time through. Breathe and stretch up out of the hips, out of your shoulders and spine. Relax all the way down. Fantastic. We're going to start to just kind of twist to the side and reach across the body. Hand on the hip, twist and reach. Very good. Just continue to connect to your breath here. Nice long breathing. I exhale as I twist, inhale as I come back to center. Let's get about one more each side. Very good. From here, we're gonna walk the feet in. We're going to our Jefferson curl. So stand up tall out of your hips, chin to the chest, and just think about trying to round one segment at a time, staying engaged in your core, slight bend of the knees to support through the legs, and just work your way down until you feel some tension in the back of the legs. Pause there if you're all right with it for a nice big breath. And then when you're ready, start to tuck the hips under, start to make your way back up to the top. Engage in the glutes as you stand tall. Very good. From here, just go ahead and bring your hands to the small of your back. Again, slight bend in the knees, shift your hips forward and look up towards the ceiling or sky. Breathe. And then we're gonna reverse that and go one more time through. So chin to the chest. Rounding forward, saying hello to the back side of your body. Notice if you get a little bit farther this time, and then when you breathe, breathe into the back of your body. Fill the lungs with air, exhale, and then take it all the way back up to the top. Fantastic. And now we're gonna go hands behind the head. If the back was bothering you at all, keep the support low. Otherwise, we'll go here, slight bend in the knees, and engage those glutes again as you open your chest, look up towards the sky. Very good, and then back to center. Fantastic. Wider base stance, arms out to the side. Now we're gonna have a long spine. So hinging as you reach towards the opposite side of the leg. So not rounding, just nice a long spine, bowing forward. Very good. And we'll get between 3 to 5 each side. Call these our windmills. Just watch to not hyperextend through the legs. All right, very good. So from there, we're gonna start to work into a little bit of single leg work. So let's start with your left foot forward, plant the foot nice and firm, push that big toe down as well, and then step your right foot back. You're gonna bring your right arm forward to start, and you're either just gonna simply just step forward, or if you feel good for it, step forward and raise that knee up. So back and up, good. Back and up. We call it our skier step, back and up. Nice job. Anywhere between 6 and 12. Front foot nice and sturdy, nice vertical shin. Solid. Fantastic. Let's go one more. And then we'll switch sides. Plant that right foot, lift up tall, step that left foot back. Start with that left arm forward, and then here we go. Drive for the right foot, swing forward, step back. Fantastic. Chest nice and tall. Find the support in that front leg. Good. And if your left foot's coming forward, that right leg or right arm should be forward, so it's the opposites. Well done. And last one. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and shake it out with some hip circles. Hands on the hips, circle the hips around. 3 to 5 each way. Good, and reverse directions. Nice work. All right, from here, we're gonna step into a side lunge. So step out nice and wide. Tall chest, gonna reach your arms out. or hang on to a chair or countertop for a counter support. And we're going into a side lunge here, back to center, and then hinge the side. Really push that heel down on the side you're lunging towards. Shin should stay vertical and knee going right over the toes. Fantastic. Go ahead and walk that outside foot in, and you're gonna cross it in front of the opposite leg, and then forward fold, core strong. Reach down for those toes, and then come on up out of it. Now we're gonna uncross the feet and start to warm up our squat. So feet about hip width apart, slowly start to sink back, dropping the hips nice and low, standing tall. Very good, between 3 and 5. Heels are planted, toes gripping down, keep that arch activated. And then just each time, see if you can get just a little bit lower. Wake it up through the hips. Nice job. One more here. Fantastic. All right, instead of our hip circles, just kind of rock the hips side to side. And then we're gonna go back and do the same thing the other direction. All right, and then we're gonna reverse it. So we're gonna go into our side lunge first, also known as our Cossack stretch. Tall chest, side lunging. Back to center, and shift into it. Good work. Try to keep your eyes straight ahead, chest as tall as you can. There you go, Heather, good work, Amy. And last one. Fantastic, good, Kathy. Walk that outside leg in, and then we're gonna cross it over in front of the other. Forward fold, core strong. And typically with this crossover forward fold, you'll feel a little bit more of that outer hip. Breathe there, come up when you're ready. And then we're gonna set the feet, 3 to 5 more squats. Just at your own tempo, sitting back, standing tall. Nice, great depth, Kathy, nice work. There you go. All right, once you finish those squats, if you're good for it, go ahead and come on down to the floor. And we're gonna do the most of the work off the floor tonight. If anyone can't get on the floor that's on live, just let me know, we'll make some adjustments. We're gonna start by stretching out the forearms a little bit, warm up the wrist. So we're gonna go palms down, fingers pointing towards you. And then just gently sit back, get a nice stretch of the forearms. And you can rock yourself a bit side to side here. A lot of our world is on the keyboards these days, whether we're on our computer screens or our phone. We get more tension through the wrist. Once you've gone side to side, walk the hands in so the fingers point towards one another. Just kind of splay the fingers. And now we're gonna start to circle around. So just use your torso, make nice big sweeping circles, feeling for any tense areas through the wrist. After 2 to 3, go ahead and reverse it, take it the other way. Very good, well done. If you're okay to sit back on your feet or however you need to, go ahead and sit back and let's shake out those wrists. A yoga block or a pillow can work well here too if it bothers your knees to kneel. And then roll them around. 3 to 5 one way, 3 to 5 the other. All right, fantastic. Once you work that, let's come back into our quadruped. So hands right underneath the shoulders. We're gonna start by walking those knees in and together and just gently rocking our hips side to side. Kind of stretching the side body here, open up through the hips, low back. Just go off feel. Fantastic. All right, from here we're gonna come up into a plank position and we're gonna work into a little bit of a mountain climber, nice and slow. We're gonna step the foot as far forward as you can, sink into the hips, step back and switch sides. So I step my foot as close to that hand on the same side and then you're just like sinking into it. Open up through the hip, push the knee lateral. Let's get between 2 and 3 on each side. Nice work. On the last one, whether it's your second or third, hang out there. And now we're gonna start to pivot the hips around. So you'll pivot yourself. Little mini circles here. 3 to 5 in one direction. And then when you're ready, you're gonna switch that direction around, 3 to 5 the other way. Very good. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Same thing, other side. Walk that foot up as close to your hand as you can. If you can get that foot on the heel, that's ideal. And then when you're ready, circle the hips. 3 to 5 one way, 3 to 5 the other. Fantastic. And then walk it back and then bring it down into child's pose. So toes are going to come together, knees divide, walk the hands out, and gradually rock the hips back towards your heels. Drop the head between the arms and breathe. Nice deep breaths into the back of the rib cage. Very good. Come back to center. And now we're going to walk the hands over to one side. Reach the inside arm nice and long and drop it down. Child's pose side stretch here. Lower your head down as well and just breathe wherever you feel that tension. Nice work. And then come on up, switch sides, same thing, other direction. Just walk the hands across, stretch far, and sink back. Very good. 2 to 3 breaths there. And then let's go ahead and come onto your side. We're going to stretch out our quads. So either outstretched arm or up on the elbow. Go ahead and grab a foot, pull the heel towards the glute. We're going to hold this for about 20. Good time here, especially if you've had a long day looking at screens quite a bit. Just feel free to close your eyes while we're holding these stretches. Try to relax your brow and just focus on your breath. Very good. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and roll over, switch sides, same thing, other leg. Very good. And 20 seconds here. Feel free to close the eyes and breathe. Remember, when we stretch, we want it to be a gentle stretch. If you're shaking and really profusely sweating because of the stretch, just back out of it a little bit. And relax. Good. Go ahead and roll onto your back. Pull those shoulder blades together. Set them back and down. We're going to start by keeping the feet flat and divide your knees, and then we'll drop the legs side to side like windshield wipers. Back to center and to the other side. Good. From there, we're going to walk the feet in, bring the knees and legs together up at 90 degrees, and then we're going to move into 2-knee twists. So core engaged, look across the body over the opposite shoulder. And then when you're ready, up and together, same thing, other side. As the legs go to one side, look over the opposite shoulder. Just allow that low back to open. Good job. Let's go about once more each side. Very good. Last time, opposite side. Well done. Keep those knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Reset those shoulder blades. And we're going to start to wake up the glutes a little bit, bridge the hips, up and hold for about 2 to 3 seconds. Down and relax. Up and hold. Down and relax. Let's get about 5 reps here. Try to focus to get a little bit more of your glutes to fire each rep. So you're just focused on how much of that muscle can you get to contract. Squeeze, 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 fire everything. Say hello and relax. Very good. Let's go about 1 more here. And we're going to hold this one a little bit longer. So if everyone's feeling okay, lift those hips, interlace the hands underneath the body. Tuck that chin in, and we're going to hold this for 10 to 20 seconds here. Use it to allow the back of the neck to open, glutes to fire, and the front of the hips to relax open as well. Breathing. One more breath. And down and relax. Fantastic. All right, go ahead and take your time, make your way on up. grab some water, and then I'm gonna get us going on the first part of the circuit. We're gonna be going through 3 sets, 40 seconds of a squat. You can go an unweighted squat. You can hold 1 dumbbell in front of your chest, something like this, or you can hold 1 dumbbell in each hand up at the shoulders, and we'll be squatting. So 40 seconds of squats, then we're gonna rest for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna go into a kneeling torso row. So ideally, have something to support on. You'll stand in like a long stance, opposite leg forward, and you're gonna row, and then at the top, you're gonna turn your body up towards the ceiling or sky, reach forward, elbow up, and rotate, okay? If you're just getting into this and wanna start more basic, don't worry about that rotation, just keep your hips and shoulders square and do a single arm row, all right? It's gonna be 30 seconds on each arm with about 10 seconds in between, and then we'll have just shy of a minute rest in between sets. Like I said, we'll go for 3 sets total. Hello, little one. All right, folks, if there are no questions, we're gonna start here in 15 seconds. Starting with our squat. Set those feet just about hip width apart, slight toe out, 2, 1, and here we go. Kind of pace yourself on this first set. Focus on good control into the bottom. Chest as tall as you can. Good smooth breathing. Well done. Halfway through. Nice. And really fight to keep that chest up. So eyes ahead. Torso tall, last one. And rest and rotate. Good job. We're gonna go left arm first on that torso row. 15 seconds till we start. All right, so go ahead and stagger the feet, right foot forward, right hand supports on your bench. 2, 1, here we go. Rowing up, and then turn your torso. Reach forward to the bottom, up and in, and rotate. For the breathing, I like to breathe in as I reach forward, exhale on that row and twist. Very good. Follow that rotation with your gaze. So your neck turns as well. 2, 1. Go ahead and rotate arms. Stand up in between. Switch which leg is forward. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Opposite arm. Nice strong support out of the bottom arm. Elbow high and pause in that rotation. Get the most out of it you can. 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Grab a quick drink. We got 45 seconds till we go into our next round. And we're gonna do a little behind the back stretch in between sets. Excuse me. So if you can reach behind the back, or you can grab a towel, interlace those hands, open the chest, keep your ribs tucked down, and breathe. Excellent, 20 seconds. So you all can keep the weights just as you had them. Most of you are doing what we call that goblet squat, or if you want to move into 2 weights, there'll be 1 in each hand. 10 seconds till we start set 2. Nice job, everybody. Set those feet about hip width apart. 2, 1, here we go. And either keep that same rhythm as set 1, or if you're feeling good, body's been feeling strong and healthy recently, you can see if you want to increase that tempo just a hair. Don't feel like you have to, though. Consistency is the most important key. Fantastic. 10 seconds. Nice work. Good focus. And 2, 1. Rest and rotate. Moving into those torso rows. All right, left arm, right foot forward. Good base of support. 2, 1, and here we go. Row it high. Turn through your torso. Good job. Pull that shoulder blade in towards your spine. Continue to breathe. And rotate. Good job. Same thing, other arm. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice strong exhales, lifting up out of that support shoulder. And it's normal to have a little bit of a pivot of that back foot as you're turning. Gotta clear my clock, 5 seconds. And rest. Nice job. 2 down, 1 to go. All right. So just kind of reach up and bend sideways. 30 seconds till we start. Nice job. Nice long side stretch. Oh, that always feels good. It's really important to stretch our side bodies for any prevention of low back pain as well, because all that fascia of our side body connects into our low back. So we want to stay loose through there. All right, everybody, we're back to our squats in 5. This is our last round. 2, 1, here we go. 40 seconds. Try to move consistent. Nice. Goal is for every rep to look the same and sound the same. So consistent breathing, consistent range of motion. Nice work. 10 seconds. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. Awesome work. Last set of bent over rows. Or, I mean, you are bent over row. It's technically a kneeling torso row. Right leg forward, right hand on support. Here we go. Left arm does the row. Elbow high. Watch that you don't start to shrug up into the ear. So keep that shoulder blade back and down. Sync the breathing. Breathe in to reach. Exhale to rotate. Very good. Staying square and rest. Fantastic. 10 seconds between arms. And 2, 1, and begin. Right arm. Good job. Great elbow position, Heather. Looks very smooth. There you go, Amy and Kathy. Can never see the clock from the sides. Get about 2 more reps in. And rest. Fantastic. Part A is all done. Grab a drink, we'll do a little stretch, and then we'll move into set B. All right, if you prefer seated, we're gonna be doing like the glute stretch in figure 4, or join me down on the floor. We're gonna start with a seated twist. So if the leg's straight out in front of you, cross one leg over, sit nice and tall, and you're just gonna hug that leg in towards the body, look over the opposite shoulder, and you can stay here, or if you're got a little bit more range and you feel good, you can work that elbow around, just move a little bit deeper into that twist. Wherever you are, just lengthen through your spine and breathe. One more breath and relax out of it. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, other side. Pull it across, hug it in, and then stay here or start to work your way a little bit deeper, peering over that opposite shoulder. One more nice deep breath, lengthen through your spine, and relax. Good job. Go ahead and make your way back to your back. Glute stretch next. So let's extend out that right leg, pull the left in towards your left shoulder, and just start with some ankle rolls here. 3 to 5 in one direction. Say hello to the foot and ankle, and then turn it around the other way. Good. When you finish with those ankle rolls, gently bring the knee from the same side chest, sweep it across the body towards the opposite shoulder, and you just look to get an opening through the glute here. And you can kind of, tease the leg up and down, gliding through that hip joint, just looking for any places of tension. If you find one that says hello, just hold it a little bit, breathe through it. And relax when you're ready. Same thing, other side, starting with that right knee towards the right shoulder, hug it in and say hello to the ankle. Good time just to relax the eyes closed. Change directions, roll the ankle the other way. Good, when you're ready, bring it across the body, move into that glute stretch. Pulling it towards your opposite shoulder. And then just gliding that knee up and down, finding any areas of tension. Very good. Go ahead and straighten that leg out, or bend it, foot flat on the ground. Bring your left foot up towards your right knee, and we're gonna move into figure 4. We're gonna reach between the leg with your left hand, grab that right thigh, and go ahead and hug it in. If you can't quite reach, you can use a band or something along the thigh to help, or this can be done seated. Say hello to the hip on the left side there. Again, just easing into it. And you can also kind of combine this with a little bit of a hamstring opener, saying hello to the sciatic nerve on the right leg, where you'll extend it straight up, point the foot to the ceiling, pull it towards your face, and bend that knee back down. As you bend the knee down, hug the leg in. And let's go about 2 more cycles there. Extending the leg, point your foot, lift the foot towards your face, and bend the knee back down. Good, hug it in, pause there. And last cycle, if you can push the foot towards your ceiling, point the foot away, pull the toes towards your face, and bend the knee down. Good, when you're ready, go ahead and release and switch sides. Same thing, opposite side. Hugging it in gently, kind of ease it back and forth. And then when you're ready, let's go 3 cycles on that left leg. Extend, push the foot towards the ceiling, point, lift, and bend. Good, 2 more on your own. Inhale that outer right hip, and then down and relaxed. Very good. Just kind of rock the hips side to side once more, like our windshield wipers we did earlier in the hour. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and come on up. Our next piece is going to have two pieces. The single arm deadlift, it's a sumo deadlift. So you're going to stand with the feet nice and wide. You can have your weight either vertical. If it's tough to touch your toes, I recommend using a little bit higher weight or not going all the way to the floor. Or if you have good range of motion for that toe touch, then it's appropriate to reach all the way down. So we got one arm standing straight up, lowering it down, and then we're simply going to switch sides. All right? We're going to combine that, 45 seconds there, 15 seconds rest, either push-ups on the ground or elevated. There are T push-ups where you lower down, up, and rotate. If you were here last Thursday, we did these last Thursday for a little bit shorter time frame. All right, and if anything bothers you with your shoulders, you could also just sub a plank where you hold the top of the plank. Right? These also can be done on the ground. Just wanted to show the scaled option. Watch those shoulders so that as you lower, they don't come shrugging forward or the elbows don't go winging wide. So from like a face-on position, down to the side and straight up, and then we would pivot and rotate. Also make sure your feet are a little bit wider. If they're really narrow, it's hard to get that rotation in. So about hip width apart with the feet. 45 seconds of each movement with 15 seconds in between. I'll be moving through 3 rounds. Join me for all 3 or whatever feels best to you. If there are no questions, we'll go in 15 seconds. And there won't be having any rest in between sets. We'll just continue with that 15 seconds rest after each exercise. All right, going in 5, starting with those single arm deadlifts. 2, 1, here we go. Engage the glutes. Stand as tall as you can. Very good. As you hinge over, push the knees out. Push the hips back. Well done. And even though we're using our legs here, obviously we're using that upper body as well. You want to have your lats engaged so you keep that weight close to your center of gravity. We don't want it to swing way out of the way. So I wouldn't want it way out here. I want to keep it in close. Just like if you'd go pick up a laundry basket or something, you'd want to walk up right over top of it. Or your grandkids. 2, 1, rest and rotate. Very good. We're going to go to push-ups next. All right, and 3, 2, 1, here we go. You can also go like a knee push-up and then come up on the toes to rotate. Exactly. You ideally want to try to get chest to the deck. Use that full range of motion. Holding the shoulders in good position. Nice, Kathy, looks good. Core nice and engaged. No arching of the back. And if you get to where you feel like you're not in good position anymore, just hold the plank till we're done. We've got 8 seconds. 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. That's set 1. We'll take you through 2 more. All right, 3, 2, 1. Back to our deadlifts. Hinge over, switching hands. Very good. Fire those glutes as you stand. Wake up your backside. Nice job. Pushing through the feet. Continue to stand tall. Nice work. 15 seconds. Two, 1, and rotate. Nice job. Push-ups next. Set the hands right at the shoulders. Nice wide handprint, and here we go. Exhale as you rotate. Real strong lift up out of that support shoulder, lifting out of the hips. Nice job. 20 seconds. Keep breathing, keep moving well, or hold that plank into the finish. 2, 1. There's 2 rounds done. Nice job. 1 to go. All right, back to the deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. Join us when you're ready. Hold that shoulder blade in tight. Fire the legs. And like always, you can either keep that nice smooth tempo, or if you're feeling good, just push that edge just a little bit. Hinging over, grab and stand with confidence. Fantastic. Good posture, Heather. Awesome. Almost there. And rotate. Awesome job. Last rotation on this circuit. Whew. All right, nice wide handprint. Get ready for those push-ups or hold that plank. 2, 1, here we go. Well done. Really strong in that midline as you lower down and push away. Elbows about a 45-degree angle from the torso. Shoulder blades back and down. Well done. 15 seconds. And hold that chin neutral as you lower your chest to the ground. Sometimes you'll see people kind of drive their head forward. Hold that chin in. And done there. Beautiful job. Go ahead and just stay down on your knees for a second. Catch your breath, shake out the arms. We're gonna do a couple stretches here on the floor before our last cycle. All right, feel free to grab a quick drink. And then we're gonna be doing our thoracic rotations off the forearms. So if it's too tight off the forearms, off the palms for you, or come down to the forearm, hand behind the head, elbow to elbow, and let's get 7 on each side, peering up towards the ceiling. Breathe in and exhale. We do a lot of rotational work here. We just don't get it a whole lot in everyday life unless you're really intentional about it. And it's just so good for our body. Move through those different planes. Keeps us open. Helps prevent injuries. And as usual, I don't really know what number that is, but after about 7, let's go ahead and switch sides. Hand behind the head, down and up. As you're rotating, remember to lift up the bottom shoulder. And sometimes this can feel really restricted, so don't be hard on yourself. Just meet your body where it is. Very good. After you finish your 7 there, we're gonna move into down dog. So we're gonna place the hands underneath the shoulders, turn your toes under. We're gonna send the hips up and gently push the head between the arms. Rock forward and rock back, opening through the chest and mid-back. Call these like down dog pulses. After about 5 or so, then let's move into the calves and walk out the back of the feet, lowering the heel down towards the floor. And just gonna pause in the bottom. Allow the calf to lengthen 3 to 5 seconds before you switch sides. Very good. All right, back down to the knees, and we're gonna repeat that hip rock we did earlier in the hour. Knees together, and gently rock the hips side to side. Stretch out that lower back. All right, our last circuit, we're gonna be doing 4 rounds, 30 seconds of a weighted march. You could do a single arm weighted march and just alternate arms each round, or you can hold it up at your shoulders, whatever feels best for you. From the weighted march, we're gonna have 10 seconds to transition, and then we're gonna be doing some more core work. We're gonna go a left arm side plank for 30 seconds, 10 seconds to transition, right arm side plank for 30 seconds, 10 seconds in between sets, and we'll repeat that 4 times through. So a little bit of breathing, but nothing too high intensity there, but a little bit of breathing, some stamina work, and working on that core. Any questions before we start? For that side plank, I'll be demoing them on the floor, but remember you can always do them elevated as well, where you'd go from 2 arms, kind of walk yourself to the side and support on 1 arm elevated. Just make sure you're not dropping that shoulder, and you can be as high up where you just lean against the wall as well. Just hold a nice long body line. All right, everybody, if there are no questions, let's go in just over 10 seconds. 12 seconds till we start. I'm gonna be doing a single arm march, so I'll be left arm for rounds 1 and 3, right arm for 2 and 4. 2, 1, here we go. Yeah, I like the overhead hold, Heather, that's fun. Tall chest, keep those shoulders stacked right over the hips. Knees nice and high. Good job. Lifting the toes as you lift the knees. 3, 2, 1, and transition. Left arm side plank. And if you're down on the floor, you could be on your knees or on your toes, whatever feels best. 2, 1, come on up. Hand can be outstretched or on the hip, any combination thereof. Lifting and holding. Good job. 10 seconds left. If you need to drop out and rest for a second, just see if you can jump right back in. 2, 1, and 10 seconds between sides. Just notice that you stack that elbow right underneath the shoulder. 2, 1, here we go. Up and hold. Typically, we'll tend to let the hips drop down, so hips up, and we tend to lose that front shoulder forward. So keep it rocked back, right in alignment with the hips. There's our halfway point. Lifting and breathing. Three, 2, 1, and 10 seconds till set 1. Oh, sorry, set 2. That's the end of set 1. We're back to our march. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Forget if I think I did that arm already. Nice, good job. Either march in place or around your area. Keep those shoulders over the hips. As the knees come up, the toes come up as well. 3, 2, 1, transition to side plank. Into good position and come on up. Breathe and hold. Good time to close the eyes. Take yourself somewhere that brings good memories. Whether it's your childhood backyard or, I don't know, the merry-go-round. As long as it's not the Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel always freaked me out. And 3, 2, 1, rotate sides. Anybody else get freaked out by Ferris wheels? I can do the big roller coasters, but something about being stopped at the top while they're changing cars. Here we go, come on up. Nice work, everybody. Holding smooth. That's our halfway point. Keep checking in with your alignment. Rock the shoulders back so they stay square at the hips. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Building those nice strong obliques and that core. Good job. 5 seconds. Holding solid. And rest and rotate. Me got an extra 5 there. Threw me off a little bit. All right, everybody. Round 3 coming up next. And we'll get back on track with the time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Set 3. Good. Amy, if you're going to hold it like that, think elbow forward a little bit more. Yep. Or if you're going to go overhead, lock that arm out a little bit more strong. Okay. There you go. Good. Awesome, Heather. Halfway, everybody. Two, one, rotate, left side. And 3, 2, 1, come on up. Relax the eyes, breathing. Halfway. Lifting those hips towards the ceiling. Pretend you got guidelines coming down, holding those hips high. Top shoulder back and rotate sides. Nice job. Second to last set of planks. Stack the elbow. 2, 1, come on up. Broad chest. You can also pay attention to your head position. Are you kind of pushing the head forward? Pull that chin in so you're nice and aligned. Good. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and rotate. Awesome. Last round coming up, everybody. Woo, if you had enough, give yourself time off, call it a day, or join us for this last round. 2, 1, final march. Awesome job. Good. Staying tall and square. Keep that tempo going as you're marching. Hips stay nice and aligned. Don't let them kick out to the side. And 3, 2, 1, transition. Here we go. Last time on that left side. And come on up. Relax the eyes closed. Take yourself to the beach, the mountaintop, wherever you find the most peace. Focus to keep breathing here as your heart rate's a little bit higher. Good, 10 seconds left. Lift and hold. 2, 1, final transition. Woo. All right, good position at the elbow. And come on up. Good job. Keep that shoulder rock back, stacking them over each other. Hips up. Halfway through. Ten seconds. Hold strong. 2, 1, all done. Fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause. Celebrate that you showed up to take care of your body. Hey. All right, let's get a little cool down stretch in. Grab some water if you have any left. I'm at the tail end. Just a friendly reminder, water is one of the best things we can do for our health. Keeps our body hydrated. You want to be drinking about 50% of whatever you weigh in pounds in ounces of water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you want to drink at least 100 ounces of water a day. Keep your body nice and hydrated. All right, we're going to just go into a good old little hurdler stretch here. So tucking the one foot in, sit up tall out of the spine, and just gently lean forward, reaching for the toes. And these are the stretches that can be real intense for some folks. So just be gentle with it. If you're like shaking really hard, back off just a hair. Good. Let's go another 10 seconds here. And relax. Go ahead and butterfly the legs in between. So pull both legs in together. Again, sit tall. And you can just either bounce the legs or just hold it stationary, whatever feels best to you. But just think long spine. Very good. And then hurdler stretch opposite side. Extend that leg out. Sit tall and lean forward. Continue to be long in the spine. One more breath. And relax. Very good. Go ahead and take it down to your back. If you have a pillow or a block around, if you're not too flexible into a twist, you could grab that. We're going to do our single leg twist and then our mid-back openers. So if you do have the block or pillow, you're going to pull the knee in towards the same side shoulder, and then you're going to let it come across the body like a single leg twist. So this is where if you want support, you could just put support on the leg, and then take your arms and splay them out nice and wide. From here, if you have your, I didn't tell us, I don't think, but if your right leg is across, you're going to take your right hand over to meet your left, and then you're going to scoop it back, trace the line, and bring it back to the starting point. Follow it with your head. So turn your head in that direction. And then you do that about 5 times. You'll close it down and bringing it back. Pause in that open position. Good job. 1 to 2 more. And then in between sides, we'll go into a double knee to chest. Oh, sorry, before you switch sides, actually, on the last one, take your hand and start to walk it over top of your head. So kind of walk the fingers. This just kind of helps sweep our chest open just a little bit, open up those pec fibers, like your face, tracing the face of a clock. Very good. When you finish that, switch legs, but in between sides, we're going to hug both legs in towards the chest and rock yourself side to side. Very good. And then when you're ready, straighten out the bottom leg and gradually bring yourself across, single leg twist on the other side. And then if you're on the same side as me, now it's going to be left hand comes to meet that right hand. On that last one, we'll walk the fingers over the head. Close, over and across. Especially those that are here live and in the evening hours, want to be really intentional about your time. If all possible, it's always great if you can turn off from all screens and devices 1 to 2 hours before you'd ideally like to be in a nice deep sleep. Just to help with the stimulation. Remember that last time, walk the fingers over your head. And especially if you find yourself get kind of revved up after exercise, use your breath as a way to start to turn your nervous system down into that rest and digest mode. All right, either back to double knee to chest after you finish those twists, or feel free if you want to grab your ankles or your feet and move into what we call our happy baby. So you kind of grab the outsides of the ankles, open up the inner thighs, either hold stationary or rock side to side. Great time to relax the eyes closed. Nice deep breaths. Very good. All right, feel free if you want to spend a little bit more time on your backs, breathing, just kind of connecting into your body. Otherwise, really appreciate you all showing up, taking care of your bodies today, and hope to see you all next time. Go ahead and stop the recording.